making sure that the channel is clear. It's the front corner, folks. The number one vessel, folks. We think we have 34 in the parade tonight, and that's a formidable number, isn't it, Connie?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're giving Tom Little and Kalani a great round of applause. Let's really give him a great big cheer for all of his efforts in the lighted boat parade tonight. Yay. There he is.
At the helm.
Thank you, Tom. Beautiful. Thanks for all your work on the lighted boat parade. 17 years in a row. Connie Cantor's got the next one for us. Connie?
Charlie making the turn now is Shaboomy. Shaboomy is an American tug, 34 feet long. The captain is Don Leach and his first mate, Chari. Chari is the Commodore of the Charlotte Harbor Yacht Club, so that's certainly a feat.
Look at the lines of this boat, too. This is built by the American Tugboat Company, and this has got such character. This is what I would call a character boat.
Shaboomy is adorned by 2 snowmen on top and lots of reeds around it. Certainly a festive boat. Shaboomy's been in lighted boat parades for 13 years, but this is the first time we've had Shaboomy in this boat parade, and we hope that this will become a tradition too. Welcome, Shaboomy.
Don and Shari Leach.
Shari, the Commodore of the Charlotte Harbor Yacht Club. Merry Christmas.
And our next boat's steamed over from Port Charlotte. The boat's name's John Deere. She's a 20-footer. Jim Scholl's the skipper with first mate Kathleen. The reason he named his boat John Deere, it's the first thing he drove when he was growing up north. It's a 1973 Starcraft. It was a hurricane boat, and he spent 7 months rebuilding it, and it looks just as seaworthy as the day she was made.
It's a pontoon boat. We have boats of all sizes and all shapes. As you notice, the one that just went by was a tugboat. Now here's a pontoon boat.
John Deere. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jim and Kathleen. Thank you for joining the parade group this year.
I see Rudolph in the front of that boat.
This is an interesting story. We need to give these guys a round of applause, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. It's Jim Josephs and Dora Chosat, I believe you pronounce it. Dora is Jim's fiance, and they're in a Bayliner, 21-foot Bayliner. Jim and Dora's first boat parade, so we want to welcome them into this first boat parade. And this is a couple that's going to get married on December 21st.
Congratulations, Jim and Dora. Making the turn now, we have the Molly Brown. This is a Sea Dory.
That's the Molly Brown right there. Just went by. Go ahead with it. I had the wrong boat there. I don't know what happened to Joseph's.
Well, we don't know what happened to the married couple. Oh, well. The Molly Brown is a 2003 sport cruiser, very shallow draft. Merry Christmas to all, they say, from the Ingersoll gang out of Lehigh Acres. So we're reaching out. And special hello to the Swiss Connection, a great place to get your chocolates. And they say, happy birthday, Grandma. That's Betty Stagler and her first mate, James.
Okay, this is a boat named Freedom. Lowell Grube and Nancy Grube. Custom Titan dual station fold down tower. They're sponsored by Captain's Choice Realty.
This is a boat called Double Trouble. It's a 30-foot boat here. And it's, I wish I could read the name there. It is Terry Tone, I guess, and John Kynes operating that boat tonight.
Charlie making the turn now is boat number 8, Aqua Maniac. This is a Wellcraft boat. This is a Wellcraft boat, 30 foot 2 inches. It's a sport fisherman. And they've been, this is Nick Fallio and Carmela, who have been Florida and Punta Gorda residents for 3 years, and this is their second cruise, and we welcome them back this year.
Making the turn now is the Mystic Blue, with Betty J. Hannon as the skipper and Fred W. Hannon as first mate. Fred and Betty have cruised from New England to the Virgin Islands aboard their Albin.
Oh, Jesus.
And sailing back. They've lived in the Caribbean for 10 years, and now they're calling Punta Gorda their home.
Dog, I'm yelling, oh, Jesus.
It's a 32-foot boat, 12-foot beam, and has a 4-foot draft, and it's got a command-type bridge. Kind of cuts the water like a destroyer.
Merry Christmas. Pretty boat. Nice job. Very nice.
I love the flamingos on the front and the Grinch on the back.
Here comes an Albin 34 called Dancing Dragon coming around the bend right now. Jim and Francine McKenzie. Dancing Dragon has cruised both the east and the west coast of Florida. And in 2000, she did the Great Loop trip, which circumvented a lot of the east coast. They go up the east coast and down the Mississippi River. 5,200 miles for this boat for Dancing Dragon, and she danced all the way. All of the crew are members of the Port Charlotte kayakers, who actually manage to paddle the local waters several times a week. So say Merry Christmas to Dancing Dragon.
Now, and that is a dancing dragon, isn't it? Making the turn in front of the grandstand now are the Weavers. David Weaver is captain, and his first mate is Debbie Weaver. This is Happy Days. Happy Days is a Starcraft pontoon boat, 26 feet long. David and his crew from All Reef Screening and Repairs would like to wish your family lots of love and joy this holiday season. And Santa Bear, I see on the back, looks like Winnie the Pooh. My son will like that. Santa Bear says not to forget us all for your screening needs.
Another shameless plug.
I hope they're chamber members.
And with Santa Claus on the bow, we have Captain Travis Jones and First Mate Debbie Jones aboard vessel Crescent Moon. The Crescent Express. They spend the holidays during the holidays and a party boat during the rest of the year. On board, they got Jerry and Susanna Walkers and Terry and Ingrid Clark, all from Atlanta. So some visitors from up north. Nice boat.
Coming around the bend right now, it's a boat owned by Kurt Mullick and Anna Mullick. It's a Carver Mariner 35-foot boat named Forever Young. Boy, that's pretty. Look at all those lights and all those people singing songs and dancing about. This is their second year in the parade. The skipper and the mate are now full-time residents. They moved from Texas, and they love PGI. Merry Christmas.
And that's a gorgeous boat. My goodness. Making the turn in front of the grandstands now, we have a Grand Banks Classic, 36 foot. Captain is Bob Sween and his first mate, Debbie. They belong to the Isles Yacht Club, and they also are affiliated with the Rockland, Maine Yacht Club. It's a great boat. We have a number of members of their friends on board. We have Shirley and George, Sandy and Dan, Carol and Harry, Johnny and Bill, Norm and Susan. Merry Christmas, boat number 17.
That's a beauty.
Destiny.
That's a Grand Banks Classic 36-foot boat.
Yes, named Destiny.
Passing in front of you stand now is Starship with Captain Ray Starsman and First Mate Marcher Starsman. Ray is the Vice Commoner of the Isles Yacht Club and also members of the PG Islanders. It's a Sea Ray, 39-foot, 14-foot beam, and I know Ray, and if it's electronic, he's got it up there on the bridge with him, helping him tonight. On board is Jim and Claudia Morrow, Jim and Janet Dunn, Bob and Jackie Whitaker, Dave and Anita Lenz, all of the Isles Yacht Club.
coming at us right now. It's Jerry and Judy Tate. This is a main ship trawler. Reassurance 4 is the name of the boat, a 39-foot boat. It's a 2001 main ship, 390 trawler. Alan Mary Kay, Alexander, PGI Islanders Cruising Club, Isles Yacht Club, Punta Gorda City Councilman Harvey and Marianne Goldberger on here. Harvey, Marianne, Merry Christmas to you. Jake and Pat Dye, PGI Islanders, and the Isles Yacht Club. Hey, Merry Christmas. Look at that logo on the back. Isn't that pretty?
Our good city council members on that boat.
Yeah, that's the PG Islanders pennant, cruising pennant on the back.
Passing in front of the grandstand now, we have Captain Rich O'Brien's boat. His first mate is Cheryl O'Brien. This is the Cherish 3, a 39-foot Sea Ray 390 Express, and what a gorgeous boat it is. I see the Luck of the Shamrock on the front, and some Santa's reindeers. And these are the kind of neighbors that you want. They have on board all their neighbors on Delray Place. Jim and June, Bob and Wanda, George and Fran, Don and Annabelle, Larry and Helen, Bob and Lita. The Cherish 3 cruise to Anna Maria Island in September. These are the kind of neighbors you want. Captain O'Brien and First Mate Cheryl on Cherish 3. Merry Christmas.
Coming right now is Third Time's a Charm with Steve Helgelmo and Danielle Helgelmo. It's a 40-foot boat, decorated with snowflakes, got Frosty the Snowman on the bow.
Boy, they're hustling right along, aren't they? Okay. Steve and Dandrata Helgelmo on that boat, Dr. Steve. Here comes a Carver aft cabin. Name of the boat is Snafu. It's a 41-foot boat. And the captain is Bill Cum, and the first mate, Kathleen. Ron and Sharon McGuire on board tonight. So Merry Christmas to you. Man, it just keeps on coming, doesn't it?
I believe these are some of the best-looking boats that I have seen in this parade in a long, long time. They are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they really have gone all out with the lights.
They sure have. All of that training that Doug Book from All Marine Canvas has done at Lashley Marine, and all of his people that volunteer to help do that training has really paid off.
Here comes a dancing Santa Claus, Connie.
Making the turn now is a 32-foot Albin Sportfish named CDs. We have Daryl Odegaard as captain, his first mate Diana. And the theme for this boat is rocking around the Christmas tree, and they are certainly doing some rocking on that boat. Got Santa's dancing and the elves playing all kinds of instruments. This is a 32-foot Albin Sportfish, CDs. On board, we have Daryl and Diana and all their family.
Our next entry here is a Carver. It's an aft cabin Carver. Charlotte's Web is the name. 42-foot boat, model 406 twin diesel cruising yacht. Look at that. Beautiful. Season's greetings to you, and Merry, Merry Christmas. On board here, Bob and Gail Carlson, Bob and Marianne Benson, Paul and Karen Denoden, and Art and Kathy Hawkins. Merry Christmas there, folks. Boy, people have put a lot of work into this, I'm telling you.
Next one. Okay, next we have Tide Traveler with Captain David Gerdell and Crystal Gerdell. It's a trawler, 43-foot trawler with a 14-foot beam. This is their third parade. Thanks for coming out. That's Sam and Tina Shirk. They're with the Charlotte Harbor Yacht Club and the PG Islanders. It's a Jetstream 44, the 14-foot beam.
That's a 1989 Sea Ray aft cabin, and she's been in the Punta Gorda Boat Club parade for 5 years now. So
all the elves are from the PG Islanders, and on board was Tom McAleer, was the police VIP of the year. Okay, we need to find some numbers.
Is it my turn? Your turn? Whose turn?
I'll take this one.
31. Go ahead.
We have number 31 here. Number 31 is a 45-foot Californian powerboat named Dreamcatcher. We have Captain John Reich and Catherine as his first mate. This is a tri-cabin diesel cruiser. The Reiches are members of the Isles Yacht Club and the PGI Islanders, and they have aboard 6 couples from the Isles Yacht Club and the PGI Islanders.
You've probably seen the Cambridge Lady down at Burnt Store Marina. She's a 47-foot boat, a Scarano boat, custom built, 8th year in the parade. Burnt Store Isles Civic Association's on board tonight. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. That boat came all the way down from Cambridge, Maryland on the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, we're having a party.
It is a big party. Here comes another party. Paul?
Captain Randy Broderson for the Fisherman's Fleet. His boat name's the Island Star. She's a 60-footer. It's an excursion boat which runs out of Fisherman's Village. She makes trips to Cabbage Key, Cayo Costa State Park, and does harbor and sunset tours, as well as the lighted canal tours during this part of the season. On board members are, the people on board tonight are the Peace River Power Squadron. These are folks that do a lot of the classes, and they're responsible for updating the charts. If you look on the harbor chart for our area, you'll see compliments to the Power Squadron for doing all the work there.
Peace River Power Squadron, a good group. They do a lot of great work, just as does the Coast Guard Auxiliary here, Paul.
Yep, they do.
Here's another boat that takes advantage of a lot of the people here, and they will take you out on tours just about where you just mentioned that the Island Star goes to. It's another one of the Kingfisher fleets, and it's one that we'll be taking, our radio station will be taking a cruise on Tuesday night to look at some of the lights in our Holiday Spirit cruise. It's the Good Times 2, and she is a sightseeing boat. Ralph Allen and his company taking care of this boat for us, doing sunset cruises, harbor cruises, and other cruises down to the Barrier Islands. Aboard are members of the Burnt Store Isles Boat Club. Merry Christmas, guys and ladies.
Merry Christmas.
I jumped you if I did go.
Well, Charlie, I think we're to the part of the parade where we have the sailboats, and they are always decorated so beautifully. These are the real ladies of the parade here. Our first sailboat is a 36-foot Catalina named Whisper. We have Larry Frank at the helm. Vicky is his first mate. This is their 14th parade. Thank you so much for your participation in our boat parade. Aboard we have singles and friends from the First United Methodist Church in Punta Gorda. Welcome again, Whisper. The sailboats are always a crowd favorite.
Here comes one that's really decorated beautifully. Paul, who owns this one? What's this all about?
This is, the captain is Janie Duke, and first mate is Steve Duke. Their theme is Here Comes Santa. The boat's name is Jane's Karma. She's a 28-footer. On board they have Helen Hagerman, Dave and Q Aries, and Becca Martinez. And they're all from the Isles Yacht Club.
All righty, David and Q Ayers. David Ayers also with Clear Channel and the sales manager of our Clear Channel stations here in Charlotte County. He's such a busy guy.
This is Janie's Karma. And I bet they're full of good karma tonight. Good Christmas karma. Oh.
Hello, y'all.
I love the manatee on the front. Oh, look at the golfing Santa. How cool.
There you go. Janie Duke and Steve Duke. We're looking at a Canadian sailcraft now, a sailboat coming around named Cinnamon. It's a 30-foot boat. Ho, ho, ho. Somebody's riding an alligator over there, huh? Cinnamon does it all. This is quite a boat. She safely took our crew on a fabulous 8-day sailing vacation this past summer and cruises on many outings with the Punta Gorda Sailing Club, but she also was a first-place winner at the 2006 Conquistador Cup, a racing boat too, and has just finished a successful fall racing series. This is co-captained by Wally and Donna's second year in the Lighted Christmas Parade. They take great pride in participating in the event and enjoy sharing the adventure with friends and neighbors. Merry Christmas, Cinnamon.
Charlie making the turn now, we have Calypsia. She's a 36-foot Hunter sailboat. Sam Travers at the helm with first mate Joanne Travers. Calypsia is a 2002 Hunter 356. She came to Punta Gorda in 2004, and this is her first Christmas boat parade, but you'd never know it. Look at that. They look like they're old pros at this decorating business here. Sam Travers lives in Punta Gorda and works as a commercial pilot. And the Travers lives in Punta Gorda. They work in Naples. First mate Joanne Travers is a retired teacher and lives in Punta Gorda.
Who's this?
No, get that.
And I hope they'll be in our parade again next year. What a great boat.
25. I got it right here. I see it. Got it? 35?
35.
25.
25.
25. Captain David Gerdell and Crystal Gerdell. The boat name is Tide Traveler. She's a 40-foot with a 14-foot beam. It's their third parade. They had a little trouble getting it out, and they weren't sure they're going to make it, but it looks like they made it to the parade after all.
Nice looking trawler.
I love the lighthouse on the back. Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
I love that.
There's a big thing.
Making the turn, is that boat number 41?
Yep, that's a catamaran. That's got to be Pigpen.
This is captained by Tom Carroll and first mate is Sandra Carroll. I love the name, Pigpen. Huh? It's a Victory 35, an Endeavor Victory 35, and it's a catamaran, 35-foot catamaran. It's been to the Bahamas 4 times, folks, and 4 times in the Peace River Parade. Want to say hi to Buddy and Gwen, to Barbara and Frank, to Mary and Gary, and to Alan and Marie and Anne-Marie. Merry Christmas, guys.
Now that's got to be a crowd favorite right there. Charlie, making the turn now is a true friend of this boat parade. This is Captain Noel Hyde's boat. It's a 38-foot Erickson sloop called Kismet. And his first mate, Linda, helping out. This is the 8th year that they have participated in this parade. And not only do they decorate this boat and participate in the parade, but Noel is another one of those tireless people who comes out and volunteers his time to help educate people who want to participate in this parade. He is like an engineering genius on how to get lights to work on a boat. This display was built from scratch by friends and neighbors. They have 5 displays from past parades that'll be on display around the canal between La Costa Island and Crooked Island Drive. On board are Chris and Sam Noodle, Sue Ham, and Horst Abraham. Thank you, Noel.
I thought Doug should be last.
I don't know who that is. That's 43. Here comes a boat that is captained by Bill Thurlow. And remember we were telling you all about Doug Book? This is the guy, folks. Doug's on this boat here. This is a Jecka 30-foot boat. Jecka is named for the grandkids, Jennifer, Aaron, Christy, and April. And Chairman Doug Book on board. Let's hear it for Doug. Nice job, Doug.
Great parade, Doug.
Doug Book, all canvas marine. This is the tireless worker, he and Tom Little.
And we want to say hi to the, sorry.
This man deserves all your applause and thanks for putting together such a beautiful parade. Thank you, Doug.
Beautiful, Doug. Beautiful.
Great job, Doug.
And the grandkids are on board there, too. Jennifer and Aaron and Christy and April. Merry Christmas there, Jacka.
Looks like.
And as soon as we get a number on this boat, we may be able to tell you about it. We're not sure. But what has been a great parade so far, folks?